If you're a fan of fast-paced combat and adrenaline-pumping action, this one's for you. Today, we're diving into the 10 perfect action games on Nintendo Switch. These are the titles that absolutely nail the action genre, delivering intense gameplay and unforgettable moments. Whether you're already familiar with some or looking for your next favorite, let's explore what makes these games stand out. If you enjoy the video, don't forget to subscribe for more gaming content. Let's kick things off with Megaton Musashi W Wired, an action-packed mech battler where you control giant robots in intense, fast-paced combat. The game is loaded with customization options, letting you tweak your mech's weapons and abilities to suit your style. Whether you enjoy ranged combat or getting up close with melee attacks, the game's variety keeps things fresh. The online multiplayer is a highlight, but the learning curve for customization might take some time to master. Next up is Monster Hunter Rise: Sunbreak, an expansion that adds even more epic hunts to the already excellent Monster Hunter Rise. The game's core mechanics, tracking and battling massive monsters, are as thrilling as ever, with the Sunbreak expansion introducing new monsters, abilities, and regions to explore. What I love about this game is the sense of progression. Each hunt teaches you something new, and mastering the different weapons keeps the combat engaging. The only downside? The difficulty can spike unexpectedly, but for fans of challenging skill-based combat, it's a blast. Shin Megami Tensei 5. Vengance brings turn-based combat into the mix, but don't let that fool you. This is still one of the most action-packed RPGs on the Switch. The game takes place in a post-apocalyptic Tokyo where you're constantly fighting demons, recruiting them to your team, and fusing them to create even more powerful allies. The strategic combat is fast-paced, and the difficulty makes every battle feel intense. Some players might find the game a bit unforgiving at times, but if you're into tactical combat with high stakes, this one will keep you on your toes. Chained Echoes is a love letter to classic JRPGs, combining turn-based combat with an action-packed story that keeps you hooked from start to finish. The combat system is straightforward, but it's the world and narrative that really stand out. There's a great balance between exploration, character progression, and combat, making this a well-rounded experience. The pixel art style adds a layer of charm, but it's the gameplay that keeps you coming back. If you're looking for an RPG that blends story and action seamlessly, Chained Echoes is a must-play. We couldn't talk about action games without mentioning Zelda, Breath of the Wild, and its sequel, Tears of the Kingdom. These games redefine open-world exploration, blending action, puzzles, and a deep sense of discovery. The combat is fluid, allowing you to experiment with different weapons and strategies, whether you're sneaking up on enemies or charging headfirst into battle. The physics-based mechanics in both games make every encounter feel dynamic. We've halfway through our list for today. Let me know in the comments what you think of the games, and if I've forgotten any that you think deserve to be here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. Let's keep going. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is an action RPG that's all about grand scale. The game's combat system is fast-paced and dynamic, blending real-time strategy with RPG elements as you fight alongside your team of blades. The world of YoRHa is massive, with stunning environments and tons of quests to keep you busy. The story is deep and emotional, but the combat is what keeps things exciting, especially during boss fights. Some might find the combat system a bit complex at first, but once you get the hang of it, it's incredibly rewarding. The Witcher 3. Wild Hunt on the Switch brings the action-packed world of Geralt of Rivia to a portable format, and while the visuals take a slight hit compared to other platforms, the core gameplay is still as engaging as ever. The combat is fluid, with a mix of swordplay, magic, and alchemy that keeps every encounter fresh. The world is filled with quests, monsters, and rich storytelling. The one downside? The graphical downgrade may bother some players, but if you're looking for a deep RPG experience on the go, The Witcher 3 still stands out. Metroid Dread is the latest entry in the Metroid series, and it delivers some of the best action platforming on the Switch. The fast-paced combat combined with the exploration-focused gameplay creates a perfect balance. You play as Samus Aran, battling aliens and navigating deadly environments, all while unlocking new abilities that make combat and exploration even more fun. The game is challenging, with some tough boss fights, but it never feels unfair. If you're a fan of the series or just love a good action platformer, Metroid Dread is a must-play. Next, we have NieR Automata, a game that blends hack-and-slash action with deep storytelling and emotional weight. The combat is fluid and fast, with tons of weapons and abilities to experiment with. What makes NieR special is the way it combines action with multiple gameplay styles, from top-down shooters to open-world exploration. The story is layered and complex, and while the Switch version might not have the same visual fidelity as other platforms, it still delivers a fantastic experience for action and RPG fans alike. Finally, we've got Bayonetta 2, the queen of hack-and-slash games. This game is all about fast, stylish combat, with Bayonetta's insane combos and flashy moves making every fight feel like a spectacle. The action is non-stop, and the boss fights are some of the most over-the-top you'll see on the Switch. The game's only downside might be that it's so focused on style that some players might find it overwhelming, but for those who love action games with flair, Bayonetta 2 is pure perfection. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this top 10 list, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more awesome gaming content. Let me know in the comments which game is your favorite or if I missed any must-plays. See ya!